When it comes to kids and COVID-19, the situation in Canada and the US is more similar than some people may think. In both countries, children and young people make up the same percentage of reported COVID-19 cases, around 8%. But because of population differences, the actual numbers are drastically different. In Canada, there have been more than 9,000 infections in people 19 years old and younger. And in the US, more than 330,000 children have been infected with COVID-19.
It's important to understand that it doesn't matter what age people are. From age 1 to 100, anyone can get infected with COVID-19. And I think it's also important to remember that anyone can transmit COVID-19. Now, kids might be a little less likely to transmit COVID-19, or they might be as likely to transmit COVID-19. That's currently being evaluated, but for sure they can get this infection and they can transmit it. What's likely happening is they're probably getting infected in their home if someone brings it back to their home. And of course, the concern is as children move into daycare settings and school settings, the risk is that it can be transmitted in those settings as well.
Canadian kids will be heading back to class in September. But in some places in the US, the school year has already started. And what a recent study from the American Academy of Pediatrics finds is that the country is seeing a spike in cases, a 40% jump during the second half of July. Parents and staff on this side of the border are concerned about what may happen here. Experts say we're not in the same situation as the US, but they believe we can expect to see cases in schools.
To protect kids in a school environment, the best thing to do is to get community rates of COVID-19 transmission as low as possible. If there's very few cases of COVID-19 in a community, the probability of introducing it into a school setting is much lower. So that should really be the focus. Certainly, we've heard about what the provincial strategy is, and now the schools are really trying to implement this locally. Of course, one of the wrinkles in that plan is the class sizes, especially for younger children.
As far as what parents can do to help protect their children, there's teaching them hand hygiene and reminding them to wear a mask, especially when they're inside. But experts say the toughest part will be keeping them separated.
It'll be very interesting to see how schools navigate this physical distancing and how they creatively use their resources to really keep kids apart.
Thanks for watching Global News. If you want to stay up to date on the latest breaking national and international news, be sure to subscribe to our channel.